Imagine a world where magic is real, dangerous, and strictly regulated. But you are not a wizard in a tower. You are a guy with a dog who happens to be the most powerful magical conduit in existence. You are Arthur, a reluctant hero who just wants a quiet life. But his canine companion, Barnaby, has an uncanny ability to sniff out trouble, chew through dimensional barriers, and accidentally cast spells that level city blocks. Welcome to the Dog Mage, the hilarious, heartwarming, and action-packed urban fantasy by James Haddock. If you love magical pet tropes, buddy comedy dynamics, and stories that explore the sheer, unadulterated joy of watching a regular guy navigate a supernatural crisis with nothing but loyalty, treats, and a very confused dog, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in comedic fantasy, blending the whimsical chaos of animal antics with the high-stakes terror of arcane warfare. The narrative kicks off with Arthur discovering that Barnaby isn't just a good boy, he's a magical anomaly. When a dark sorcerer or a rogue faction targets them, Arthur finds himself thrust into a hidden world of wizards, werewolves, and bureaucratic nightmares. The atmosphere is thick with the smell of wet fur, the crackle of unstable mana, and the creeping dread of knowing that every time Barnaby barks at a squirrel, he might be unraveling the fabric of reality. Haddock excels at capturing the psychological toll of owning a weapon of mass destruction that also needs belly rubs, making every training session, every chase scene, and every accidental teleportation feel like a high-stakes gamble where the prize is keeping your house intact. At the core of the book's massive appeal is its spectacular magical familiar trope and the brilliant unintentional hero dynamic. This isn't just about casting fireballs, it's about managing a dog's energy, interpreting his bizarre magical instincts, and using his unique abilities to outsmart enemies who rely on traditional spellcraft. Watching Arthur reverse engineer Barnaby's accidental spells, forge uneasy alliances with other pet owners, and completely shock arrogant archmages with a well-timed fetch command is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the comedy to life, perfectly capturing Arthur's exasperated internal monologues and Barnaby's enthusiastic tail-wagging perspective, making every comedic beat land with perfect timing. But beyond the spectacular magic and the laugh-out-loud humor, the soul of the Dog Mage lies in its characters and the heavy emphasis on unconditional love. Arthur isn't just a mage, he is a deeply human individual struggling with the responsibility of caring for a creature that defies explanation. The emotional anchor of the story is the fierce, unbreakable bond between man and dog, a partnership built on trust, mutual respect, and the shared joy of a good walk. The audiobook format elevates these intimate moments, making the quiet conversations on the park bench feel just as impactful as the explosive, chaotic battles in the city square. As the plot accelerates towards its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. A major magical threat emerges, forcing Arthur and Barnaby into a spectacular, high-stakes confrontation that demands they work in perfect sync. The finale is a breathtaking display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming magical firepower, and raw, unbridled courage. Arthur doesn't just survive the assault, he embraces his role as the Dog Mage, delivering a deeply satisfying, emotionally resonant payoff that proves humanity's greatest weapon isn't its spells, it's its capacity for companionship. The Dog Mage is a triumph of the urban fantasy genre. It is smart, funny, and unapologetically wholesome. James Haddock has crafted a novel that perfectly captures the thrill of the ultimate underdog rising to the top with a leash in one hand and a wand in the other. Plug in your headphones, grab a tennis ball, and join Arthur. The magic is wild, but his dog is better.